I played a place called the Silver Dollar in Toronto one afternoon. I think it's a strip joint in the evening, but this was afternoon, and there were probably about 12 people in there, and two of these people were pretty much crazy glued to the bar, and they'd been there since the place opened, I'm sure. So they were well on their way, had their backs to me. And I did a couple of songs, and one of them extricated themselves from the bar and stumbled over to where I was. And he said in this drunken stupor, so you're from BC, are you? I'm not going to try and imitate that, because I haven't had any drinks yet. It's been water all night. So he said, so you're from BC? I said, yeah. He said, oh, your voice is okay, but your blankety blank songs are too blankety blank long. Well, maybe he had a point. I'm sure his attention span was limited at the time, but so this is an example of long. My fingers usually hurt by the time I get to the end of this. Don't you dare yawn again. I'm doing the best I can. The sun was high in the sky when he finally opened his eyes, but the pain from the light made him close them up tight, and he crawled in a corner to hide. He reached, but the bottle was gone. He needed a drink to go on. He cried in his sleeve, could not believe all of his life had gone wrong. People don't help, they just stare. They tell him how little they care. They tell him for shame, and if he had a brain, it undoubtedly needed repair. But we all live in glass houses, every one of us. We live in glass houses, everyone. We live in glass houses, every one of us. Remember, the young girl who's walking the street finds it hard to stay on her feet. Supply and demand have taken command. There's no other way to compete. She gave up on dreams long ago, never thought once to go home, where talk was insane with fever and pain, and love was a full centerfold. So we move her from this place to that. We try hard to cover her tracks. We brand her as tramp with a fallout stamp and hope she never comes back. We all live in glass houses, every one of us. We live in glass houses, everyone. We live in glass houses, every one of us. Remember, the man in the green with the keys. Says the con is a social disease, so he closes his mind while he puts in his time. He'd rather not feel what he sees. And the cons play the man for a sap. They steal and they lie at his back. They say he's the fool who tells them the rules, then cheats on his own income tax. And the brass pad their seats at the top, while the wheels and the joint call the shots. 'Cause when you're number one, well, the rest are just bums who jump till you tell them to stop. But we all live in glass houses, every one of us. Oh, we live in glass houses, everyone. We live in glass houses, every one of us. Remember, now the folks down the road have such sport in the new Maserati they bought, and their minister is pleased when they drop him a fee to pray for the starving abroad. And they say, well, we gave, haven't you? It's about time you helped others too. Makes them feel proud, so they say it out loud to their neighbors who scrape to buy food. And they speak of their Christian intent and the spiritual blessings they've sent, while their tenant below has to pay up or go 'cause they greedily increased the rent. So it's always the same dance and song. You don't have to look far or too long. We criticize others, we attack and take cover, and feel like we've done no wrong. But we all live in glass houses, every one of us. We live in glass houses, everyone. We live in glass houses, every one of us. Remember, thank you, Joe.